Bam. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The plans are made. I made Uncle Blue's famous guac. The dillies are on deck. You know what it is. It is the national holiday known as Super Bowl Sunday. And the review is here for an all-gas, no-breaks edition of the podcast.
True story. Benny, true story. These are actual facts. 65% of America will call in sick for work tomorrow morning. All right?
Damn right, for good reason.
If you don't believe it, do the statistical check. It's gonna happen, all right? Cats gonna get too many dillies in their system, maybe a little bit too much whiskey, a little too much vodka, and their team's not gonna win, and they're gonna be pissed off. They're gonna call in sick for work tomorrow morning. I don't blame them. Shit, fuck it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, as you should. That should be the day after Super Bowl. Should also be National Hangover Day.
But we said that last year,
Hangover
right?
Day.
Didn't we say that last year?
Probably. We'll say it every year until you make it happen.
People gonna start fucking listening to us, but we drop gems. Like that just should happen. That should be law. All right, that should be law. All right,
exactly.
I agree with that. That's amazing. Benny Blue for president. Goddammit.
Hey, I got the hair in the face for it. That's right. We love you, reviewers, and we got plenty of gems. If you want to run back all our past episodes, jbandbennybluereview.com. Follow us at JB and Benny Blue. And this is, of course, the JB and Benny Blue Review podcast. We've made it through a long, winding road of the 2019 season. It's been fun. We're going to get into some of the things that we predicted at the very top of the season here a little bit later in the episode. But reviewers from Sea to Shining Sea, that additional face that you see there, rocking his finest G-Men shirt. He's not just some random person that we came off the street. He's joining us for a purpose. Ladies and gentlemen, this young man is the fighting pride of the Western New Mexico Mustangs. From Long Island to Phoenix, JB has taken him under his wing and made him an even better lineman and better man. And he is the winner of our JB and Benny Blue Review NFL.com for the People Fantasy Football League. With a team just known as Mike. He just wanted to get straight to it. A team known as Mike, a 13-1 record. That's pretty damn good.
That is
joining us.
I'm pretty sure that's like rivaling any fantasy record in the nation. 13-1, like Jesus Christ.
That's pretty damn good.
I started 7-0. I was like, I don't believe this stuff. And then Drew Brees just saved my whole year. He had like 40 points every game. So thanks to Drew Brees, that's why I'm the winner.
You were getting hot, and the voice you hear there is the one and only Michael Lonski joining us. He's the winner of the Fantasy Football for the People JB Benny Review League. That's right. We told you, if you win the league, you get to be on the show. You get to see he's repping Western already. And Mr. Lonski, because you get to join us, the floor is yours, sir. Give the reviewers out there your victory speech. How did you do it? How could you have possibly won this league? How did you do it?
It all started in the draft, just had to pick the right players, and I decided to pick Drew Brees first because he never disappoints. He's always throwing that ball, and now he's a league leader in touchdowns. So even he got hurt, so I picked up Daniel Jones to start the first couple weeks after Eli, and then Daniel Jones went off against the Tampa Bay Bucks, so that was a good thing, and then it's just all got into place. And I had Mike Evans, who had a great season until he got hurt at the end. But it was a tough stretch at the end of the season because a lot of injuries and just it was pretty difficult. But my team got it and won.
Tough stretch my ass, Mike. You were 13-1. I don't think there was at any point during this fantasy season. I don't think you were like, oh shit.
You weren't even in the playoffs.
He's talking greasy.
No. We were done after week 6. Terrible. It was a wrap. I think we were 0-6 at week 6. It was bad. Right. So,
and by the way, Mike, if there was a team that was decimated by injury, it was ours. We were picking cats off the practice squad on fantasy football. That's how bad it was getting for us.
Look, it got so bad for us that I would stop fucking checking it at like week 8. I stopped checking.
No, it hurt your heart
because I kept trying to go on and find quality free agents. Nah. It just wasn't happening.
Sometimes it wasn't even fun because sometimes games wouldn't even be close. I'd just be blowing out everyone. So
killing everybody.
Nice problem to have. It's a nice problem to have there, kiddo.
Exactly. Well, JB, clearly, this young man has the penchant for shit talking as we do. So, for the reviewers out there who don't know Mr. Lonski, what can you tell the reviewers about this young man who's not only doing things in fantasy football, but on the college level as well?
Hardworking young man.
He
gave me the floor. I'm talking. I'm gonna talk a little shit about you.
Oh, my bad.
About my guy. All right, about my guy. Okay. So I met this young man through Derek Kennard Jr., who owns Pro S Performance. Shout out to DK. 1, 2, and 3. He's DK is the brother of your boy, your good outside linebacker for the Detroit Lions, with Devon Kennard, who went to my man Mike's alma mater here, the great Desert Vista High School out here in Phoenix, Arizona. So I met Mike, man, and we started working together last year before we went to school. Hardworking young man, very humble kid. One of my sons, that once kids get under my wing, they become my son. And I'm proud to know the young man. I'm happy to watch his progression, and on and on from my man Mike. All right, on and on.
I appreciate that.
There it is. And Mike, I mean, look, obviously, you're blessed enough to play at the next level, but maybe the regular football fan, the regular, person in general may not be familiar with the Western New Mexico University program. Now that you've been there, what is your role there? How's your experience been, and what can you tell people about that program that they may not know?
It is a up and coming program there. I mean, we have so much talent. We're so close getting there. The new coaches came in. They went 0-10 their first season with no recruiting. Then They finally got recruiting, and then we won 2 games last year. But it was just kind of everyone coming together. So it was I think that winning those 2 games, even though it's not a lot, it helped a lot. It's just gonna make us. We're more hungry this year. We're looking forward to what we have coming up with all the new players coming in, and just how our grouping is right now, and we're forming a brotherhood there, and we're all excited for it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, as someone who's played a program that was kind of in that similar position where you essentially had to rebuild the culture, that's a real thing. People say, "Oh, you went 0-10, then you won 2 games," but you're making progress, and you have to be in the building and fighting with those guys, not only in season and in the off season. And speaking of the off season, I mean, you've had an opportunity to train with the great Dr. Jeremy Eugene Bridges III, Esquire. How has that experience been, and what have you learned from the pro, sort of the master to the grasshopper experience working with this guy in the headband?
It's been really great. I mean, he's just taught me things that I never learned before in the offensive line. He's helping me transition from guard to center, and that's a big thing because it's just now the center is like the captain of the offensive line. You have to know everything. Yep. So with snapping and being simultaneously with your arm and foot when you're kick stepping, and even just how he trains me and stuff it's fantastic. And I met him at the Hogs and Dogs Lineman Academy about 1.5 years ago, and just something clicked when I met him, and I was like, I have to get working out with him. So I texted my coach, Derek Kennard Jr., and I was like, you have to get me working out with him. And next thing you know, I get his phone number, and I'm working out with him the next week. And just from there, it started a great relationship, and I'm very happy to have him in my life.
My God.
Nice.
Key,
man.
I love all my children, Benny. I love all my children, man.
Well, we know you do, and as Mike being your new adopted son, where have you seen his growth, particularly as it relates to his not only his technique, but being a better leader on the field? What have you seen personally, JB?
The one thing that I love about Mike is his leadership skills, and the hunger to learn. I'm blessed to have deal with kids that have a passion to learn, and Mike is one of them. We don't only when we train, and Mike can attest to this. I have a little thing, I call football 1-on-1. We sit and talk about football. We talk about situational football. We talk about things that can happen, things that have happened. We talk about what ifs. Shout out to Russ Grimm, because he's one of the coaches that really made me understand the concept of what ifs. You have to, in your mind, play out what ifs. And I train my guys to think more about the position. Also, with the technique that they're getting, But you have to think about what you're doing. And just this hunger to learn, man, and watching this progression from the moment I got him the first time to the last time we worked out, you know what I'm saying? And it's just watching some of his one-on-ones he would send me during the season last year. And just listening. That's the greatest part about it. Listening and learning and applying. Like that's a special trait for young athletes that a lot of young athletes don't have. They think they know it all, or they don't want to believe or understand what you're trying to teach them or make them understand. So that's my guy, Mike, man. I've been blessed to have a lot of guys like him, and he's one of the many. But you know what I'm saying? It's a blessing to have him.
Nice. And I mean, look, Mike is an opportunity to learn from a pro who had a long, very good career, and someone who obviously can speak on what it takes to get to the next level. And for those watching us on our YouTube or Facebook page, you see that young Mike is rocking his G-Man, because he did come from Long Island before he got out there in the desert.
Strong
Island, baby.
Strong.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's out here. He's out here repping. And I mean, look, Mike, your G-men, you know, they've definitely been building on some stuff. I mean, you mentioned your boy Danny Dimes, and of course they got Saquon, and now they have a new coach. And I'm not sure if you heard a couple episodes ago, but we were talking about, JB and I were talking about Joe Judge, and we were saying, you know what? Sometimes you can fall for the press conference like it's a movie trailer. You know what I mean? But watching Joe Judge, I was like, I took away from that. Like, I feel like a lot of people are going to say, oh, he's a position coach elevating to a head coach. I don't know if that's the right thing, especially what's going on in our hiring climate. But at the same time, coming from that special teams aspect and working under Saban, working under Belichick, when you saw they hired Joe Judge, I mean, you know, what were your thoughts, and how do you think he's going to translate to that position?
I'm not going to lie. When I was sleeping and I looked at my phone and I saw that the Panthers hired Matt Rule, and I was like, oh, come on. So now I was like, who are the Giants going to get? And then I wake up an hour later and it says, Giants hired Joe Judge. And I was like, shit, man. I was so upset. Like, it was just like, I put my head back down and I went to bed for another hour and a half. And then I woke up and then I just started seeing all this stuff from Bill Belichick, giving him good compliments. And then Nick Saban, I mean, he's been under two of the best coaches and arguably in football at both levels. So just that made me feel a little better. And then I heard the story about how John Harbaugh was the last head coach to be a special teams coordinator, and look how successful he's doing. Yep.
Not bad company at all.
Just when I heard his press conference, I was hyped. I want to play for him. It's just like you want to run through a wall. Yeah, like you hear other coaches and stuff, like the new coaches, that their press conferences weren't as like sparked up like Joe Judge was. Like, Joe Judge had this thing that he wants to get done, and I believe he will, because he's been under Belichick and Saban, and I think that he's just gonna get it done, and he has to, because the Giants have been bad for the past 9 years.
Good job. Yep. Yeah, man.
True story. John Harbaugh was the special team coach my rookie year in Philadelphia. All right. Mm-hmm. And for him to have the success that he's had, man, I would never have seen it, man, because, you know, he was kind of a goofball, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, everybody gave him shit about being like the runt of his family coaching wise, you know what I'm saying? His dad was a great coach, his brother was a coach in college in Stanford, and then come to the NFL to San Francisco, and now he's at Michigan. So back in those days, we used to give him a lot of shit. But, you know, special teams coaches have this thing about them, right? And the special teams coach is usually the coolest coach. He's either the coolest coach on the team or the one that everybody hates, right? So it's like there's no in between, right? Everybody usually loves going to the special teams meetings or hates going to the special teams meetings. So I think this cat's gonna be all right, man. I just like Mike just said, like Benny, listen to. You can tell a man's ambition and his plans and how genuine he is just by the way he talks. Now, some people are world-class bullshitters. Let's be real about it, all right? But he got emotional. Between him and Rule, the cat decided with Carolina, the cats was just like, look, this is what the fuck is going to be. This is how we're going to be. I think that he's going to, just based on the fact that he's been under Saban and under Belichick, he knows that his supporting cast is what's going to make him successful. All right, so I think that he's going to go out. He's going to hire guys that are going to help him be a better head coach, because he don't know how to be a head coach. So the best head coaches always hire a ex-head coach. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? There's some higher position on their team. to help them learn how to be a head coach. I see pretty good things from G-Man. You guys are, a couple pieces away. Honestly.
Yeah, and plus, I think a big thing for him was hiring Jason Garrett, because now he has someone to lean on who has 10 years of head coaching experience.
And there's the guy.
If he has a problem, and he can go to him, and Jason Garrett can help him how to be successful and stuff. So I think that's a really good plus.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Right. I mean, Mike, I'm pretty sure, Mike, a bad dream for you would be in 2 years when you wake up and Jason Garrett's the head coach of the G-Man. You're like, oh no, it's the Cowboys East.
Yeah.
No.
The Cowboys again. Yo.
Oh my God.
No.
Well, JB took us there, Mike. He was talking about personnel, and obviously, I think we can all agree. I think you have the quarterback. Time will tell with some of the stuff, but I think he was the guy, and definitely got a lot of criticism when that pick was made. Obviously, you got Saquon, but to you, obviously being a fan and playing, where the draft's coming up. What are you looking at in terms of needs? I would suspect you might say for your own personal experience, maybe some of them hogs they could pick up in the draft.
Yes. So the line has been terrible ever since after 2011, to be honest, and it's just like Eli was getting sacked at least 50 times a game. I believe that Jerry Reese did waste the rest of Eli Manning's career with not getting the right needs for the offensive line. So,
you guys drafted Flowers in the first round. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was the worst. And then Eli Apple the next year. Then they picked Eli Apple, the cornerback, at 10 the next year. Yeah. I feel like they had no plans. That's why with Gettleman, I think Gettleman has done a great job the past 2 years in the draft by getting needs. So, but in this draft, I see that the Giants do need offensive line, but I think that if they're at number 4 right now, they have to go with a star player right there. I don't think they can waste the 4th pick on offensive lineman tackle right now. But they need linebacker help. They need cornerback help. Their defense is really young. Their D-line, I think, is going to be really good for years to come with Dexter Lawrence. They need to re-sign Leonard Williams. I think that they should, in free agency, get Yannick Ngakoue. I think he would be a perfect fit for New York. And then I think you should build the offensive line during free agency, but in the draft, I think Isaiah Williams would be good at 4, the guy from LSU. And we're not getting the guy from Ohio State. I think that the Redskins are going to get him. So
yeah, Chase Young is probably going to go. It's Chase Young, number 2.
Yeah. So I don't see the Giants getting him, but if I could see them trading back and getting a bunch of picks from, say, San Diego, because San Diego needs a quarterback right now. So I could see them jumping into 4 and Giants just getting a haul from them, and that would be fine. Then we could draft an offensive tackle in that position, and that would be fine.
You usually build an offensive line, and this is GM JB speaking from my personal experience, just watching football and watching the mistakes that professional teams have made in drafting, and this is all professional teams. You don't draft very selectively. Do you draft linemen high? Right? The days of true left tackles and true, that's over. All right, you have to be a utility lineman at this point. You have to be able to play multiple positions. I tell you that when I train you. Like, you have to be valuable to a team in other ways. Now, where you're going to get solid offensive linemen, I think, is in the 3rd, 4th, or 5th round. Excuse me. That's where you get quality offensive linemen because they're going to be sitting there, right? That way, all the hype is going to be gone. All the highly touted guys. I'm not saying that those guys are not going to be good, but 9 times out of 10, odds are you're going to find guys that are going to play for you for a long time in the 3rd through the 6th round, period. That's offensive line. Defensive line, you can get a defensive lineman, like you said about Chase Young, so he probably won't be there for it. You know what I'm saying? If you guys are sitting there for it, we'll try to get Chase Young. Probably won't be there. But I think trading back and getting more picks for you guys will be more beneficial than just sitting with what you got right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know another team who might put up a gaslight to get someone to jump up to number 3 to get Tua. Trade back to get them picks, baby. Trade back to get them picks. Bart Scott, stop pushing the narrative that they're going to get rid of Stafford. That's fucking stupid. I agree. Yeah. Idiotic.
You guys need to build y'all's offensive line too, and quit getting Stafford fucking murdered every game, right?
Correct. That's why his back problems.
Correct.
Right.
Exactly. Well, gentlemen, before we move on to the big game, Mike, because we have you here, you already know the review. We're not a hot takes debate show. However, I want to pose something to both of you, and I'm gonna give JB the floor on this. I'm gonna pose a question. You can tell me why I'm right, or you can tell me why I'm wrong. Here's a question of the G-Men persuasion. Eli Manning is not a first ballot Hall of Famer, but he will get in. JB, tell me why I'm right or why I'm wrong. You first.
You're wrong. First of all, his last name is Manning. Let's just be completely honest. All right, they're first family in the NFL. All right. Second of all, he has 2 Super Bowl rings, and with those 2 Super Bowl rings come 2 Super Bowl MVPs. Mm-hmm. All right. His touchdown interception ratio is amongst the best, top 10. Sorry, that's all I gotta say. And again, hey, his last name is Manning, so yeah, he's gonna get in first ballot. Trust me when I say. There's been first ballot that's just gotten in for less. So yeah, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Okay.
So with me, I think he is a first ballot Hall of Famer. I'm going to tell you that straight off. I'm being a little biased, but still. But of course, the critics are going to say he wasn't good at the past 9 years after the Super Bowl. He's been terrible, but it's annoying when they say that he's just not good enough. And it's tough to hear it because I got to work out with him in the summer in New York last year.
Nice.
Yeah, I got to catch some passes from him.
Dope.
I said I was a tight end, but
yeah.
But it's just annoying. I don't get it. I think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. He deserves it. He beat Brady twice, and arguably he was the best team ever besides Miami, I guess. But it's just I think that he's not going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer just because how everyone questions him, and it's annoying. But he is a Hall of Famer, definitely.
Okay, all right. I respect the arguments, and shot to Eli for knowing when to walk away too. Like don't drag out the string being a weekend at Bernie's out there. Like shout out to you, Eli.
He still showed it in his
last career, baby.
In the last 2 games that he played. He still showed he can play, but he doesn't need to prove anything anymore.
Yeah, he went out. He went out in a good way. He went out in a good way. I respect.
Look, Benny. The thing about the NFL is you bow out gracefully, right? Yeah. You don't get thrown out like Jazz on the Fresh Prince. You know what I'm saying? And a couple of those guys. There's a lot of guys that have got thrown out. I ain't gonna say no names, but yeah, we've seen it. And Eli, congratulations on knowing when to hold them and knowing when to fold them, big fella.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There it is. All right, gentlemen, we've had enough time, talking about the G-Men, talking about all this other stuff. We got business to attend to. All right. Now, before we get to that, in 1 second, we have to, in order to know where you're going, sometimes, JB, you have to know where you've been. All right.
Yeah.
And we got to take a look at how we made out from our 2019 NFL season Savage preview. So we're gonna go over these things. We'll move through this quickly, but Mike, we can have you jump in with a couple thoughts here. So first and foremost, the first category that JB and I picked, Mike, is we did first fan base to start talking crazy about winning. I picked the Browns, which I feel pretty good about. JB picked the Cowboys. Well, Mike, what do you think about that?
Definitely Cowboys. I cannot stand Cowboy fans.
Right.
All they do is talk.
But did they talk as crazy as the Browns? Be honest. This season, they talk as crazy as the Browns.
Oh, this season.
Yeah,
but you can look at the hype. You can look at the hype. They have Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry, David Njoku, and then Baker had a good first year as a rookie. So I can see the hype there that you can think. But the Cowboys have been for the past 25 years. God, I wasn't even born yet. It's just they still talking about their 5 Super Bowls. They need to win a Super Bowl in this decade. Like, come on, let's go. I can't. It's annoying when I hear Cowboys.
It's that blind, fucking naive shit talking that makes them the worst, right? They just
and they don't even know their players. They don't even know their players. Right. Some of the fans.
Right. They're talking shit to a door like it's gonna talk back to them. Like Cowboys fans are horrible.
Right. exactly. Well, Mike, as you know, someone who's listening to the show, this is a cowboy-free podcast. So anytime we're talking about the podcast, we're usually talking shit. So you're in good company. So good. I agree. They're always delusional, so it's hard to argue that. All right, next category we had, and to be honest with you, I don't even know how to quantify this one, but we said first coach to snap in the press conference. I picked Mike Zimmer. I don't know that happened. JB picked Gruden. I feel like it was Gruden. Mike, do you remember any coach like just going off in the press conference this year? Hard to say.
Yeah, it is. That's a hard one, but
look, Gruden had one of those next question moments, right?
Yeah,
he did have one of those.
He got a little spicy about Derek Carr.
He gave one of those eyeballs. He was giving
at the end of the season, Bruce Arians came off hard on Jameis Winston.
Next question. He was killing it. So
the Gruden eye.
You got it.
Oh my God.
Looks like fucking Popeye.
Right. Yeah, so Gruden kind of had a moment. All right, okay, we got that one. All right, so now here's one I know JB got for a fact. This one, Mike, was first player to snap on his team. I said Jalen Ramsey. I had some good evidence to think that was going to happen, but JB picked correctly. He said one Antonio motherfucking Brown, and he was definitely right about that one.
Big
Jesus
right.
Christ, JB.
And I would have picked Stephon Diggs when he snapped.
Man.
Honorable mention to Stephon.
There you go. Yeah. That was
JB was
answer
AB,
right there, Mike. Yeah. So the first of all, guys, we gonna say a nice little prayer for AB because that motherfucker something wrong with him. All right.
Yeah.
And you, Mike, you listen to the show. Me and Benny talked about this a couple episodes ago. I said it. I'm tired of his antics. Something is wrong with him. All right, there's something wrong with him. And then now all of a sudden, we have the exclusive interview with Josina Anderson coming up. Nobody want to watch that shit. Don't nobody want to watch Antonio Brown try to butter up and kiss ass trying to get back in the NFL. So as soon as he get back in the NFL, he gonna start doing the same dumbass shit that he was doing while he was out of the NFL. They kept him out of the NFL the duration that he's been out. So,
the apologizing is getting old. Right.
Right. Show me something. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Fuck your words. Show me something.
Exactly. So JB got that one, pretty much got that one right, I would say. All right, now these ones were kind of tricky. I feel like JB might get this one as well. The next category, Mike, was supposed to be good but ended up garbage team of the year. I said the Vikings. It was decent until they cracked the Saints, and then JB said the Jaguars. So I think JB's kind of got it with the although Mississippi Mustache, I don't know, he was kind of doing his thing. What did you think, Mike, about the Jags?
He won 2 games.
Hey, he's a Mississippi Mustache. Show love.
He's my guy.
Mississippi man.
But he won 2 games. Facts are facts.
Yep.
That is a tough one. I'm thinking right now. Probably. I don't know. Probably Oakland had a lot of hype in the beginning of the year, also, and then they just
good pick.
Turned garbage. They lost to the Jets like 34-3, and
the elephant in the room, the Browns. I mean, we can all disagree on that one. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Browns
like,
definitely. You can make a case for the Cowboys, make a case for the Rams in that.
Ooh, the Cowboys definitely because they should have won NFC
Super Bowl bound.
They should have.
Even I mean, you had these quote unquote professionals on ESPN like Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. And okay, sure, all right. Don't hold your breath.
Yep. Exactly. All right, see, there's a few teams you can make a case for. All right, now, Mike, we have the supposed to be trash, but ended up balling team of the year. I was right for half the season with the Colts. I still don't quite know what happened to the Colts. And then JB, of course, said his Cardinals, which I think Cardinals, yeah, I mean, they finished strong. I don't think they were balling per se, but they weren't as bad as people thought they were going to be. But what was the team that you saw, Mike, that was like you thought that they were going to be garbage? They ended up actually being pretty good.
The Ravens. The Ravens, 100%.
You thought the Ravens were going to be garbage?
I just didn't think I just didn't think the Ravens were going to be that good this year. And then they just start going and they took it all the way to the last game.
Going is right. Shit, they were going. Shit.
Right. Okay. All right. Okay, so that was just kind of some of the predictions that we made, that kind of random ass categories, right? Now we get into the real nitty gritty. So we made before the season started. We picked our 6 playoff teams from each conference. Starting with the AFC, I had the Chiefs, ding, which I got correct. Pats, ding, which I got correct. Texans, ding, got correct. Browns, Steelers, and Chargers. So I did three. I was 3 for 3. I got 3 right.
50% ain't bad.
JB, yep. JB had the Pats, ding. Colts, Browns, Chiefs, ding. Chargers, and Ravens. Yeah, not bad. Was there any, Mike? Were there any teams that you could have sworn were gonna get in? I mean, certainly not the Cowboys. But was there anybody like, I feel like they're gonna get in? They ended up getting, or like, how would you say? How would our picks stack up to who you thought was gonna make the playoffs this year? Put it that way.
I don't think you picked good, Coach Bridges. I don't think you.
Oh no! Coming at the coach.
That shit was awesome. I was 50% like you was 50%. So I mean, what do you mean? So who else would you have picked in hindsight now? In hindsight, who would you have picked in the AFC to go to the playoffs that we did pick?
Probably. I'm thinking of other teams. It's hard. I'm on the spot.
All right, you got the laptop. You pull up.
Definitely. I would think Detroit. Detroit looked good in the beginning of the season. They were always in every game. And
Thank you, Mike.
No, we're talking about the AFC. We're talking about the AFC right now. We're talking about the NFC in a second. All right.
Yeah.
My bad.
I'll take the compliment anyway. I mean, we both picked the Browns and the Chargers. I mean, right.
I mean, but rightfully so, though. I mean, like last year they had decent seasons. We had high hopes for the Browns. You know how we are about the Browns. We have a sentimental spot. Well, I had because I ain't fucking with them no more. So we had a sentimental spot in our hearts for the Browns. And then the Chargers just had a good season last year. So it's like, why would we not pick them? They upgraded their defense. They had people coming back healthy. So why the hell would we not pick them to go to the playoffs? I mean, shit.
Yeah, they weren't at the time. They weren't unreasonable, Mike. But I just think it's hilarious that the Chargers basically told old Philly Rivers, "Don't call us.
Right.
We'll call you, player.
We'll call you, baby."
And, Jesus Christ, that's going to be very interesting to see what they do in the offseason. Will they trade up to get Tua? Will they try to lure old Tommy fucking Brady kid to get to the Chargers? Only time will tell. Tom out here dropping ominous walking in or out of the stadium pictures.
Right.
So
yeah, I was confused about that. I was like, is he leaving or is he coming back? What is he doing?
I know. Another segment for another day. Moving on to the NFC. I picked the Eagles, ding, Rams, Bears, Saints, ding, Cowboys, and the cheese-eating Packers, ding, got that. So I did what? I got 3 right? Yeah, 3. I got 3 for 3 again. And then JB. Yep, JB had the Squawks, ding, Saints, ding, Vikings, ding, Eagles, ding, Rams, and Panthers, So you actually did a little bit better than me on this one. Yeah, I mean, the Rams, typically when history shows when teams go to the Super Bowl, a lot of times they don't make the playoffs the next year. So that wasn't all that surprising. But yeah,
still, they have a lot of talent. Like, I don't know how, like, they have
the same damn team.
And then they got Jalen Ramsey, too.
Yeah.
That's true.
The exact same team they had last year. It was like, what do you mean? And quote unquote a healthy Todd Gurley. So it was like, what? Yeah, big huge disappointment. I was expecting him to go way farther.
Allegedly, yeah, exactly. Okay, so that look, that's our playoff teams. Now we'll get into conference games. We both got our AFC champs right. We both said the Chiefs. And then in the NFC, we got neither right. I said the Eagles. JB said the Saints. And finally, Mike, our prediction, and we'll see how well this holds. JB and I both picked the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl this year. Be honest, Mike. When Mahomes went down with a knee injury, where was your mind in terms of what they were going to do? Did you think they were going to bounce back and make this run like that, or what were you thinking?
No, because I didn't know if Mahomes was going to come back. Like he had no idea, and then they're saying he feels good and he's going to come back, but then they had to go back to their backup. Forgot his name.
Matty Moore.
Yeah. High school coach Matty Moore. Show that man some respect.
High school coach, and he was scouting for the Dolphins at the time. Yeah,
this is true.
Yeah, I know Matt. Matt came in Carolina. My last year there, Matt came into Carolina, so I played with him my last year in Carolina. Wonderful young man, great kid.
Yep. So there it is. So I mean, we got. If nothing else, Mike, we got the Chiefs going. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Got the Chiefs going.
So I thought they were done. I thought they were done when he was hurt, but then they made the run.
Yeah, they did.
And I hope they win the Super Bowl. I'm going.
Well, hold that thought, Mr. Lonski, because we got to get into it now. We've teased the whole season. JB's having a sip of the dilly. We got our plans to hang out with our friends and family. So there's nothing left to do to get into these Savage picks. But first, because we did a commemorative episode, rest in peace Kobe Bryant, last week. We weren't able to get into it from last week. We got to see after the NFC AFC Championship weekend how we did. And with the drum roll, please. JB is at 134, 107-1, but your guy, the Great Blue Dini, is at 136, 105-1, and that's because we both picked the Chiefs. But JB picked them cheese-eating rats to go to the Super Bowl from the NFC, and he was wrong. I got the Niners. And by the way, reviewers, and for JB, when we complete the season, Savage Picks is going to be fully recounted like the Bush-Gore election, all right? We're not going to leave this up to chance. We're going to fully recount the picks. But as of right now...
We ain't fuck with them Florida voters.
Exactly. As of right now, JB, I have to take an L. JB has to win to even make this even a possibility.
Wow. But there's no way I can win at this point. We both picked the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl, so there's no way.
Well, we both picked the Chiefs in before the season started. Who knows what we'll pick now?
But we gotta honor that. We have to honor that right now, right?
Listen.
One of you has to pick one team.
Yeah, as Mike knows, the only thing we have to honor, JB, the only rules that we have is that we have to pick our own team.
Our squad. Yeah,
that's it.
How about you guys flip a coin for it? Hey,
I'm picking the Chiefs. I'm picking the Chiefs because my brother will kill me if I don't pick the Chiefs. So my older brother is a diehard Chiefs fan, and I want Big Red to win his first championship. So I'm not picking nobody but the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Plus. I had no fucking idea the San Francisco 49er fans were so goddamn annoying, man.
I know.
And where the fuck did they come from? Like, where the fuck did y'all come from? Bang, bang, Niner gang. Y'all was fucking hiding under a tree.
Did you see the picture?
Huh?
Did you see the picture of the stadium like 4 years ago when they were like losing all those games?
I saw the bandwagon.
And then now this year it's full.
Now it's bang, bang, Niner gang. Now, you know what I'm saying? E40 was wearing Raiders gear like fucking 2 years ago. Now he's bang, bang, Niner gang. All right, so what are we doing?
Well, JB's making his pick known, but damn it, we got to make it official. It is time for Super Bowl 54 Savage Picks. Cue the music. Pow, 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 pow. That's right. It's going down at Hard Rock Stadium, Miami Gardens, Florida. The weather is predicted as a balmy, sunny 66 degrees. It is the Niners at the Chiefs. The line is 1.5 for the Chiefs. Looking at the injuries, there are some cats banged up for the Chiefs. Travis Kelce is listed with a knee issue, but a full participant in practice. You got center Sean Ryder with a wrist injury, Chris Jones on D-line with a calf injury, and Deion Yelder with an Achilles injury. But all those guys have been participating. On the flip side, you got Tart, the safety, with a ribs injury, Tevin Coleman, running back, shoulder, and Quan Alexander was banged up but got put back in for the NFC Championship. All these guys are banged up, but they're still, everybody is listed to play.
So, Super Bowl weekend.
Everyone's going to play.
Everybody's got an injury. Trust me. Everybody's like, just because they don't list it, I'm pretty sure everybody's got an hour.
Yeah, everybody's fucked up. Yeah, you come out there and live out with some
season. It's the Super Bowl. The Tour Dog will be flowing like the river now. Trust me when I say.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. So Mike, we're gonna start with you. Simply put, Chiefs, Niners. Who are you picking and why? Break it down for us.
I have to go with the Chiefs. I just think that they are the team to beat, to be honest. And I think that you have to stop their offense. I know that the 49ers has a great defense, but just how fast the Kansas City offense runs, it's going to be hard to keep up. Like the thing that's going to stop him, Richard Sherman has to get his hands on Tyreek Hill. He has to press him at the line, or else they're not gonna they're not gonna be able to cover him because how fast he is. So yeah,
got the Chiefs. All right, do you have what are you thinking score wise? The Super Bowl we got to do a score. What do you think?
I'm thinking 31-27 Chiefs.
Okay, all right. So beat the line for the bettors out there. All right, so Mike's got the Chiefs. JB, you've already made it known that you're taking the Chiefs, staying with your preseason prediction. But why? Tell the reviewers why. How's it going down?
Speed kills. I hate to say it because everybody's been saying that speed kills. But also weapons kill. Not just speed, weapons, right? when a quarterback can throw the ball to this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy, and all of them can make a play, 2 or 3 you miss one tackle, they're gone. That's a problem. I think that they're going to get Mahomes off the spot because he can throw from different platforms. So he's going to be rolling out. It's going to be quick throws to the flats. It's going to be all these little things. Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy are going to be mad scientists over there, Mr. Burns fingering, because this fast flow defense of the 49ers that everybody is so heralded about. They love them. And they're to be admired. Now, they do great things. They play fast football. They all run to the ball, which is one thing, as a coach, I love to see. But I just think that with all the weapons that KC has, and Mahomes, given that aspect that he's shown the whole playoff, him getting out the pocket and running the ball. So what that does, Ben, is that they know he can run the ball. So somebody has to keep an eye on him. Well, when his eyes are here, he can't keep his eye on what's going on behind him. It's going to be some dink and dunks. It's going to be some big-time players from people. There's going to be catch and runs. And then the defense, because Jones is playing, they're going to do the same thing that they did to Tennessee. They're going to stop the run. And when you stop the run with the 49ers, they're dead in the water, right? That's what they base their life off of, is running the ball, play action, hitting guys over the middle. Deebo Samuels does a great job catching the ball and running. Emmanuel Sanders, he's the speed guy when they count him down the field. And then the Kittle's cat, who's just, he's Gronk, 1.5. I wouldn't know what they're like, oh, he's 2.0. No, he's not that good. Yeah, sorry. He's just not. So, yeah, that's just that. And I just feel like the Chiefs are going to be, in the long run, too much for them. I feel like it's going to be close in the beginning. Emotions are going to be super high. But then reality is going to set in. So I'm looking at about a 35-21 score. All right? Possibly 35-24. But, yeah, that's what we're looking at. Chiefs get the W. Andy Reid gets his first Super Bowl ring.
Yep.
Shout out. Yes, sir. I'm all for it.
Okay. Good shit. So you both got the Chiefs. So coming in this game, I think it's going to be, there's going to be a lot of emotions running high. I think the Chiefs are going to have a fast start. And I think it's going to be a little one of those kind of, is this going to be a shitty Super Bowl for a hot second there, somewhere in the middle of the second quarter. I suspect with some good play calling by young Kyle Shanahan, he's going to get Kittle involved. I think Mostert's going to be able to have a decent game, not a great game. And it's going to make it close, and I think there's going to be an opportunity for the Niners to take the lead toward the end of the fourth quarter. However, going into the fourth quarter, I think some additional firepower, particularly expecting some big things out of Tyreek Hill, I think that's going to allow the Chiefs to pull away late, and I'm suspecting that the Chiefs are going to win 42-35.
Ooh,
and that is my
scoring
prediction.
game, huh?
Yeah, yes, because I think there's going to be a surge from the Niners that will keep them in the game and allow them to take the lead for a little while. So I'm saying 42-35.
They're definitely not going to give up. They're a fighting, scrapping ball club. They are. You got to admire just the offensive coach, solid defensive coordinator. You got to admire these cats for the way they have this young, vibrant football team playing. I really, it's been a joy to watch them play. Again, even though the Niners fans are just annoying as shit.
Or the worst, we can say it.
Like
yeah.
they're up there in Cowboys. They're in contention with the Cowboys at this point. Have a little success, like goddamn, so. Yeah, I get it. It's been a pleasure watching them play. It's going to be a fun Super Bowl to watch. And
I'm right.
Glued to the TV, and hey, so may the best team win. The team that executes the best will win the game. Bottom line.
That's it.
Football every Sunday, Saturday,
Execution.
Thursday, Monday. It don't matter. The team that executes the best is gonna get the W.
Yep.
Oh, and Mr. Sherman's been talking a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's been talking a whole lot of shit about this, that, and the third. But we gonna see can you cover this little motherfucker. And Mike, you were saying him checking him at the line. I don't even think that's gonna help because that's worse. If he presses him and misses, there's a 15-yard void for him to catch that ball. He's gonna catch that ball and he gonna make one guy miss. And that's not what they want. They're gonna try to play that bullshit ass zone that 3. Right? And once they see that he can get ran by in the 3, this dude is fast and he has Olympic speed. He has Olympic track speed on a football field now, which is different, right?
Right.
Because the surfaces are different. Tracks don't give, football surfaces do. So he has Olympic speed on a football field. Richard Sherman don't. I don't care how smart he is. You know what I'm saying? This guy gets on top of him, bad business. So I'm anxious to see how Sherman's going to handle this. Right? He's been running his mouth, playing into all this shit that happened with what's your man named Revis, playing into Revis's whole, come at him side. He came at him sideways. I give him that, but he told the truth. Like he told the truth in a sense. But Richard Sherman did a good job earlier. I was watching Countdown, and he was saying to Keyshawn, he was like, you gonna knock me for being the player I am, right? You know what I'm saying? Some offensive linemen are run blockers, known as run blockers. Some of them are known as better pass protectors. Some defensive linemen are known as run stoppers. Some are known as pass rushers. We are who we are in this game. So for Reeves to come at him sideways, that was kind of fucked up. But I mean, it was entertaining. Right? Yeah. Reeves was like, oh, you a bitch, you hiding behind cover 3. Like, right. You know what I'm saying? It ain't never been Sherman Island, basically. You know what I'm saying? It's always been Sherman Island with 2 or 3 islands around it. Right.
But one thing you can't take the one thing you can't take away from Sherman is he's been there before and he's going to come to play, and it's going to be a fun game to watch. Yeah,
he is a super intelligent player, smart, what I'm saying? Physical. That's one thing I love about Sherman. He's physical. I hear issue. I love that. Yeah, very exactly. Savvy. So that's why I say I'm anxious to see what happens with that little chess match.
Well, we shall see who was right, who was wrong, who's both right, who was both wrong. Mr. Lonski, before we let you go, please plug all your social media. Again, you are the winner of the league, so take advantage of your plug, your social media, whatever else you want to plug. The floor is yours, sir.
Got it. Thank you. Thanks to everyone in the league. Sorry to beat you all. My bad. But all good.
Well, plug your social media, bro.
Plug your social
Where
media.
Can people follow you?
You want me to do that? I thought you meant, okay, my bad.
Plenty of fish.
Twitter and Instagram is Michael.Lonski. Lonski is how you spell the last name. And then all of that, I'm on there. So hit me up on there. And yeah,
Tinder, Bumble. Tinder, Bumble,
not Tinder,
Black Planet. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
MySpace, no. Okay, all right, here we go.
That was before his time, JB. That was that. Even MySpace is old now. Shit.
Yeah, that shit dumbo. That's like 06, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Like
exactly.
you probably wasn't 06 in like elementary school.
Yep. Exactly. Yep. Yeah, man. But hey, make sure to follow him. We'll make sure he's all tagged up in our show notes as well, so you know exactly where to follow him. JB, any final thoughts for the viewers before getting up out here? Enjoy our Super Bowl Sunday, baby.
You know I gotta talk a little shit now. I gotta burn. All right. We lost a great one in Kobe Bryant. All right.
We did.
We lost his beautiful daughter. We lost a great coach out of junior college out in Orange County. His wife, his daughter. We lost a great man, a pilot. All right. We lost a lot of people in that accident. Kobe Bryant being the most famous one. This hashtag girl dad, Benny. Eating my fucking ass. You understand me? It's eating my ass. I don't understand. Social media is so corny, right? So corny. So this young lady, I forget her name for ESPN, tells her story about Kobe Bryant. She was pregnant with a baby. Kobe was, all jovial when he talked to her. And the baby was a girl. Kobe was like, oh, I love having girls and yada, yada, yada. Sorry, brother, you ain't really got no choice. You had 4 of them. So you had to love having girls. But I understand what he was saying. I get it. I tell Benny all the time, girls are the best because girls going to love their daddies, take care of their daddies. No offense to you, Mike. I was a son, too. Benny was a son. We're all sons. And we were good sons. Right? We're good sons. So, but here's the thing about social media. Have you seen that hashtag, Benny, that girl dad shit?
I've seen it. I didn't really look into it, though.
Just grinding my gears, bro. So you motherfuckers didn't know you was a girl dad before she said that shit? Like you wasn't aware that you had girls before that? It wasn't cool to have a girl before that? It wasn't cool to have a daughter before you found out that Kobe Bryant was a girl dad? Stop being so fucking corny on social media. God damn, that shit's weak as fuck to me. And every time I see it, I just cringe. I'm like, ugh, fuck you mean, dog? Like, chill with that. Like, I've been a girl dad for 16 years when Deja came out the womb. And here comes Anaya. Well, here comes Sparrow now. I knew I was a girl dad then. I didn't need the fact that Kobe Bryant was so elated about having girls and a hashtag comes about. Now everybody's taking pictures of their daughters. Your dad. They were like, you want to honor Kobe Bryant, take care of your daughters. You want to be a father, take care of your motherfucking daughters. Like, stop being so goddamn corny, social media. That shit been eating my ass from the moment I saw it. And here's the first person I saw do it, Damian Willie. So you already know I was just like,
answer. Yeah.
You corny motherfucker. Like, just social media, stop. And another thing, like, social media is so corny, bro. Like, everybody's hashtagging Mamba mentality now. Like, so you didn't have it when he was alive? Mm-hmm. You didn't respect the fact that it was a real thing when like everybody loved him. But now it's a hashtag Mamba mentality. Everybody wants the Mamba mentality to keep it alive. Y'all stop being so fucking corny. All right? Find another way to mourn this man. Appreciate him. Right? Appreciate what he did. Appreciate the things that he did as a man after basketball. And you can do that without being a corny son of a bitch on social media. All right? You can do that in many other ways besides being a fucking cornball on social media and hashtagging girl dad like you didn't realize you had girls until you found out that Kobe Bryant was so proud to be a father of girls. Like, stop being cornballs, bro. Like, for real. Right. Like, I'm sorry I had to end a great show on a negative note. But if I don't bang, who the fuck you? Huh?
Right, exactly. Well said. There's plenty of hypocrisy and corniness on social media, but damn it, you won't get that from us. First and foremost, run back our episode 146, an excellent tribute to the life and times of Kobe Bryant. Right. And follow us on social media at JB and Benny Blue, JBandBennyBlueReview.com for all past episodes, merch, all that good stuff. We're on all streaming platforms. And that's it. Shout out to Mr. Mike Lonski for joining us again. He is the winner of the For the People Fantasy League. Enjoy your Super Bowl Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Don't drink and drive. All that shit. Tell your girlfriend, I got to watch this game real quick. Got some money on it. Do whatever you got to do. And eat. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you got to do. We love you, reviewers. And until next week, we are out.
Peace.